Hello and welcome to a new video. I know my upload schedule isn't the best, but I've been thinking about building this deck for a while. It's my Salamangreat budget version. This deck wasn't too expensive. I also have, if you do have enough money to burn on the access code, then I do have another option. But yeah, mainly the extra deck is the main deck is you can use with access code. But the first thing I'm going to do, start off with Gazelle, best salad in the deck. I mean, you just need to play this card. It's needed. 3-Lady Debug to add yourself the Gazelle or any other kind of cards that you will need. 3 Foxy, best normal summon in the deck. 3 Spinny, really good card. It's really good to go into then Wolf, so that's really good. Jag is good. It's a good send from Gazelle because then you can shuffle back, say, your Balinks or your Wolf. Falco. I think Falco is a really underrated card because if you have Gazelle on field, you can add that back to hand and special after using the effect of Gazelle. And if it is sent to grave, you can set a Salamangreat. I think it's Spell or Trap, but yeah, it's a really, really good card. And Foul, if you control a Salamangreat monster, you can special summon it from your hand, which is also really, really good. We're playing one of the best extenders in a Cyberburst deck. Exceeds, just really, really good. Special to a pointer, special out another. You can do tons of stuff. It goes into a, if you haven't read this card, once it's specialed onto a pointer, it becomes level 4, so then you can go into your extra deck monsters and overlay into other cards. Okay, now we're going into our hand traps. So 3 Phantasme. This isn't best for this format, but I mean, Phantasme is a really good card, but you can side it out for other cards. But yeah, it's a really good card if your opponent special summons a link monster. If they have like 2 on field or 1 on field, you can special it in defense and then draw 2 cards and put back 1. So it's really good. It's like a baby Sayuya. We've got 3 Ash. Ash is really, really, really good this format. It's just an insane card. Yeah. They actually do come with the extra deck, structure deck, so that's really good for salads. 3 Veiler. Veiler's actually quite an underrated card in this format. I've seen a lot of play with this card, and it's definitely stopped a lot of opponents' plays. Arguably one of our best searches for a spell card, Signet Mining. Probably one of the most expensive spell cards in this deck. But yeah, it's a really, really good card. You could discard and then add a Cyberburst. Doesn't matter about the discard, so you could discard some kind of useless thing. And if you discard, say, Spinny or Jag, then it becomes live engrave. Circle, insane. Would play 3, but it's at 1. But yeah, insane card. You can add a salad, which is what I mostly use, but it can also, if I have a salad that was linked with itself, it's unaffected by effects, so that's really good. 2 Will. Now I do see play with 3, but I feel like I don't want to brick Will all the time because it's an insane card, but I don't know, I don't want to see too much play of it. 1 Circle, just Sanctuary for the search, which is off Balinks. 2 Raw, really, really good trap card. Yeah, just really good. Now Rage. Rage is a tricky one. You normally want Raw before Rage, in my opinion, because with Rage, you can, with Rage, it's better to have a link monster that was linked with by itself. For example, Wolf. But if you say have just a Balinks and then you have a Raw, then of course you can activate it whenever you feel. Of course, the first effect from Rage is really good, but sometimes you just don't want to be discarding your salads. And then 3 extras. Called by the Grave. Really, really, really good. Really good against a lot of decks. Good against Eldritch. Good against Virtual World. Good against Drytron. Good against good against Prank Kids. Just really, really good this format. So yeah. One Monster Reborn. Because it's just a really good card. And. We are playing. Yes, we are. We are playing the Utopia Double Package, which if you don't know, you'll see in the extra deck, but it's my budget way of going for access codes, because it's really, I'm trying to get as much damage as possible. Of course, access code is way better, and I will be telling you what to do. And if you don't want to use this card, you can swap it out for something different, like say, yeah, Upstart, or yeah. If you feel like your hands aren't consistent enough, you can swap out, like, say, Monster Reborn, and, I don't know, maybe a Foul for, like, some kind of, maybe, Desires, but yeah, yeah. That's it for the main deck. Extra deck. Need to play 3 Baylinks, one of the best Link one in this deck. It's insane. Really, really good. You get a Search of Sanctuary. It's good to start out with it. It's just a level 4 lower side burst, so it's not much compared to some of the other Salamangreats where you need like fire, and you might not have fire. You might have like Exceed and then a fire. So yeah, really, really good card. If it's in grave and you have a salad and it gets destroyed by card effect or battle, you can banish it from your grave and protect. So that's really, really, really good. Yeah, really good. 3 Wolf, because you just need something like Wolf. It's just an insane card. If a monster is summoned to a pointer, then you get to add from grave, so you want to add the Gazelle back. If it's linked summoned with itself, you can add a spell or trap Salamangreat, which you'll be adding back the trap that was sent to grave, which is really good. Now, this is debatable, but I like to play 2 Heatleo. Some people don't like Heatleo. Heatleo is really good in situations where you both have bad boards and you have, say, a wolf and a normal summon. You can just go into him and then you can target, say, a hand trap. So basically its effect is if it's summoned, you can pop a spell trap, which is insane. Like really good, especially for opponents who have a lot of back row. And if it is linked with itself using Sanctuary or just with itself, you can target one card in your graveyard, so say Baylinks or Hand Trap, and change an opponent's monster. So say if someone has some big beefy stick in front of you, you can just change its attack and beat over. So yeah, really, really good. 1 Avramax. Avramax is a really good card. It's really good because it's just like a decent Link 4. The one issue I have with this is it has to be 2+ extra deck monsters, which is a bit annoying sometimes when, say, I have all of them have to be extra deck monsters, which is a bit annoying because or 3+, because you don't want to waste your Wolf and your Baylinks, but you're going to have to. Now, a card that I added to this deck, which is insanely good sometimes, Phantom Knight Breaksword. You are seeing a lot of level 3 plays in your deck, and I mean a lot. So, this card's really good because you pop a card on your field, and then you pop a card on their field. So, not only, you don't have to pop itself, you can pop, say, your Sanctuary, that is useless because both of you have used up a lot of extra deck. It's really good to get rid of good cards on field. Next, Abyss Dweller. Really good card. It's mainly for Exceed. If you special Exceed, then you can go into Abyss Dweller. It's a really good card. It's always been a good card. We play 1 Nightmare Unicorn, but I don't see much play. No point for this Griffin. In fact, I just haven't found something else for it. Now, back to the Utopia package. Double or nothing, Utopia double. Now, Utopia double isn't the cheapest card. You can get it for like a tenner or something. It's not the cheapest card, but it's a really good card. You can get about 10,000 attack damage or just 5k. It's really good. And the way you'd go into it is, here's how you do it. You would say you'd have, okay, let's just do this. You'd have, say, a Balinx on field, and I don't know, you have a parallel exceed. See, this is also mainly needed for exceed, but if you do have that rare chance where it's also good when you have, it's also good if you have foul and, say, I don't know, jag, but yeah, but yeah, we're gonna get the exceed effect, special, yeah, just really good. Exceed is a very good card in this deck. Then you would overlay these two into Utopia double effect, to add yourself your double or nothing, and it also lets you instantly overlay an exceed summon into Utopia, and of course it gains attack, so double. So Utopia's already on 5k, and then you can say now you want your opponent to have one card on the field at least, because if it doesn't, then you can't activate double or nothing and you'll just attack for 5k, which is really good. But if you want to go for like an OTK, then it's way better, because go into battle phase, attack, negate with its own effect to negate its effect, then activate double or nothing, double its attack on 10k, and then you can attack into it for game. Hopefully your opponent doesn't have, like, if it has a 3k on the field, they'll probably survive for one more turn. And one thing I did note, it keeps its 5k even after the turn, because double isn't, like, it doesn't say after turn. Double or nothing, so it loses its attack after that, but it stays for 5k, so yeah. Now, if you don't have, if you do have the money to burn, which, if I'm being honest, unless you're a really good salad player, I'd practice with this deck before you get access code, as that card goes for like 80 or something. It's expensive as hell. Yeah, you'd go into the basic combo, you'd go into update jammer, and then use another card to make transcode, and then transcode effect, special update, then go into access code, and then access code. It's just an insane card. It's good because of its rarity, but I'd say it could be priced quite high also because of how good it is. But yeah, that's the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe. See you later.